One of the ongoing, I think, and really frustrating debates that I have is about one of your guys and one of my all-time favorite guys, Jaquan Newton. Now, I worked with Jaquan while he was in high school. Went to his house a lot. His dad, Joe, and I are friends, and I just really wanted him, once I knew he wanted to go with you guys, I wanted to help him be in a position to go ahead and get down there. So I watched him bust his ass to get his grades and test scores to a place where he could accept that scholarship and you guys could feel comfortable that he could compete at a school like Miami academically. And actually, one day I went to his house not knowing that his mother had passed away earlier that day. I mean, he's just really my kind of kid, man. He's just an old school, loyal kid. But there's this narrative in Philadelphia that contends that he didn't have a successful college career. So I always counter that. And I say, the kid won 95 games in 4 years. They went to the postseason every year. You were NIT runner-up, and he had a Sweet 16. 3 NCAA appearances, over 1,100 points, 300 rebounds, 300 assists, 100 steals. Looking back on it, how do you guys feel about Jaquan Newton's stint as a Miami Hurricane? Did he have a successful career? And I didn't even bring up the shot against North Carolina, man. So
I guess I'll start and feel free to jump in. Yeah, I would. He had a great career. I think one thing you didn't mention, he got his degree from the University of Miami, which, I think he would probably say this, and look, a lot of people where he came from, they're not going to be able to say they got a degree from one of the more prestigious private schools in America. We really had great success when he was here. We should have won the NIT that year. There was BS call. Maybe I'll get in trouble for saying that, but and then obviously,
Coach Caputo, I don't know if you can see it. It's one of my favorite pictures of all time, right here. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's it right there. Yeah, Quan with his
cap and gown. That was a big day for us when he got that cap and gown.
You text me that picture. I'll have it running as a B-roll while you guys.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no, that was a great day, and yeah, we won. I mean, we won almost 100 games in his 4 years. Went to 3 NCAA tournaments, an NIT championship game. We lose at the buzzer to Loyola. Chicago goes to the Final Four, and Bruce Brown had been hurt, so there's no telling, where we could have gone. Maybe if Bruce is healthy. And Jaquan was a big game player. He was a guy that anytime you felt like you were playing a great team, he was going to give you his absolute best. At North Carolina, defending national champion, the shot he makes is sort of indicative of that. We've got that shot in our office.
He ran down to that baseline to get that ball. He didn't want to hear about no timeouts. He wasn't looking for nobody else. He went and got that ball, was fully aware of the situation, and carried y'all on his back to that win.
No, that's one for the ages for our program, and for him, it's a great moment he'll have forever. I think like most guys, I'm sure they could look back when they're, hey, maybe if I could have done a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that or what have you. If I was getting technical with it, I think, and Quan would probably say this too, sometimes trying to figure out, am I a point guard or am I a scorer? And what do I want to develop as, for the next level? He was a true combo guard for us. He played some point. He played off the ball along with other point guards. You could put him in scoring situations. He was an unselfish player, but he had such a downhill sort of. He's almost like a running back that, like, when he saw the hole, he was going to run to the hole, and for him, I couldn't have been more proud that he was able to have a great college career and get his degree.
Fish?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's one of the all-time greats at Miami. Like, I think, it's a 4-year guy, so people probably judge it as, hey, he didn't get to the NBA, he didn't leave early. I look at it a little differently. Like, where's Jaquan Newton when he's trying to work out or has free time? He's back in Miami. He's helped build this culture that this is a second home to these guys. And I think he was one of the guys that got that started where, hey, man, let's all come back to Miami. So, he jumps out there sometimes on a scout team. We got to get compliance's approval. But if he's in town, hey, let me be scout team for a day. And he still got it. Trust me. He'd be shaking all those young freshmen when he's out there. But he's just a great guy. And, I'm really proud of him, especially, getting his degree. Because if you ask people in Philly, is this guy going to get a degree from the University of Miami? I remember the first few times I was there, they were like, woof, good luck with him when I walked into Newman Goretti and stuff. But testament to him, he really stayed to it, and I'm really proud of him.
I'm not surprised at all to hear that he comes back and spends times with you guys because, like I said, when I introduced this little piece right here, he's just old school loyal, man. It's just real. And I value that, and I love that kid, and I'm glad we got a chance to set the record straight for all y'all hating ass motherfuckers. I love that kid, man.
Pusher man.